I want this to be its own recording. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is how to clone a repository and how to get that set up. Because this is something you might have to do when you're working with a partner, because you only would have like one Rails project. So someone would create one Rails project, and then the rest of you would need to like clone it down. And I don't think we've talked about cloning yet, have we? Or did I did a quick example of that? Nope. Okay. So let's do an example of that. So I don't have to delete this. So, but let's just say I'm back in week 2 and I don't have this SSR has many Reddit project. And I need to like pretend I'm 2 people. So let's say right now I'm John and James did this work yesterday and he pushed it up to GitHub. And now I need to grab that. So I'm not gonna like, because I need to start working on it too, because we're working together. I'm kind of like a psycho right now. I have 2 personalities, but I need to go grab that repo, but we're gonna use the same GitHub repository because I don't want to have my own GitHub repository because that defeats the whole purpose of GitHub. So I'm going to go to GitHub and let's find that repository. Did I call it SSR? I'll just do fall 21. Oh, I called it the Reddit has many. Okay, cool. So I would go to the other person's repo, and then I would go to this code button. And you actually can all do this if you want to like try it out. I'll throw out this link. You don't have to, you can just watch because I am recording this and I'll stop it. So this will just be its own separate video. But I can come here and I'm going to copy, I want to copy the SSH link just because I have that set up. And then, so now that I have that link, I'm going to do a git clone and then just run this. So git clone and then the SSH link. So boom, now I can cd into that Reddit has many project. Can open that up in code. There we go. And now I have that whole project. I have all the code, like JavaScript, C components, there's the button, topics, there's our treasure. But if I try to run this, let's see what error we hit first. Oh, damn it, this is, okay. This wouldn't work if I actually didn't have this project. Because technically, let me go back here. There's a couple things I don't have. So I'm just going to tell you the steps you need to do. Because if you try running Rails S, it doesn't work, right?
It worked for me, actually.
What kind of source? Okay. That's, okay, so that's probably because you named this, when you did your project yesterday, you named it the exact same. So one thing so that's going to change it, but let's go ahead and look at, I mean, that's good. It's working for you. That means we're like, our computers are like set up the same. But let's say I didn't have this downloaded. Definitely one thing I would not have is the database. Like I'm not going to have my database on my computer. And I wouldn't have the models, I wouldn't have this data. So something I would need to do is do a Rails DB create, DB seed, or DB migrate, and DB seed. I already have, it's kind of weird because I already have the database with all the tables, and that already has the seed data from yesterday. But if you clone it from a project you've never used, you're not going to have that. Wait, this can't be working. If I go to Rails S, I don't believe it. Okay, my server's running. Yeah, there's no way this can work. So my server starts, but because I do have I did have my database already there. But if I go to localhost 3000, you're going to get a weird error like this. And these are not useful instructions. So this is not going to help you out. So what you need to do is we're going to come in here. It's just a good idea to run bundle. You're going to want to run bundle when you clone someone's Rails project, just to make sure you have all of their packages that they are using in their gem file. So you do the bundle, you do the Rails DB create, DB migrate, DB seed. And then, oh, how do you install this? Yarn. Then you need to run yarn. Yarn is going to install, so bundle installs all the Ruby stuff. Yarn is going to install all the JavaScript stuff. So let's see if this works now. Is that all we have to do maybe? Refresh. And there we go. So you have to create your database, create it, migrate it, and seed it if there is a seeds file. There may or may not be a seeds file. That depends on your project. Then you need to run bundle and yarn. So you can run those, throw that in Slack. So git clone, SSH link, and cd into project, get a Rails DB create, DB migrate, DB seed. And I'm just throwing this out in Slack. Then bundle, then yarn, then Rails S. Cool. And another thing that's going to work for me but won't for you is, so you should all be able to see like get remote and get remote, I think it's -v, to show my origin. Like this is going to be for my repository. So I can do a get push origin master. But you cannot, because you're not authorized to push up to my repository. So how I would do that, so, but you're going to want to add someone to your repository. So to do that, you need to go to GitHub, go to your repo. So I would come here to my repository. I would go to settings. Where is it? Settings. Where is it? Manage access. Okay, and then I would come here and invite a collaborator. So I could then search by email, full name, just my partner's repo. And then I would send that this would send them an email, and they would need to go accept that email and accept being a collaborator on this repo. And then they would have access to push. So when you're looking on repos on GitHub, you can clone any repo that you can see. So there's a lot of clonable code. You can just take it. They might have some copyright stuff or the rules on how you can use it. Like some of them say, hey, you can clone this, but if you make money off of it, we'll sue you. Stuff like that. Cool. Any questions on that? I'm going to stop the recording here just so we have that.